We're gonna work with it
Matches your
anyway.
identity.
Welcome back to the Not So Common Podcast with the fam. We just talking. What's up?
What's
What
good?
it
What's
do?
good?
Yo, bro, what a Joe?
See how y'all feeling, man? One of them days, huh?
Yeah, it
Hey,
is.
And it's been one of them weeks, man. But shit, still here, still surviving, man. So just gotta keep pushing, bro.
That's all you
Hey.
can
All I
do.
can do.
Hey, I wanted to
Man, I almost-
ask AJ a question.
I don't feel like answering no questions.
I gotta ask
I
AJ a
want you to
question
be a new
too.
investor in my new clothing line, man. I'm doing men's undergarment called Balls and Draws. I want you to be my first investor.
Oh shit! I got you, my brother. I got you.
Oh, look who joined.
Oh,
Jennifer
man.
on.
What up,
Ooh.
Jennifer?
What's good, Jennifer?
What up? What up? Oh, AJ almost gave me a stroke this week too.
Looking at your face.
Yeah. Remember what I was telling you? I said, man, we gonna talk about something. And I was like, get home. We'll talk about it on a restream. And AJ said, "What's restream?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I was with him.
my
I said,
eyes
"What's
started
that?"
twitching.
What is that
He said,
restream?
"What's restream?" Bruh, my eyes started twitching.
Bro, we
Almost
still
passed
on
out.
the AOL dollar, bro.
Word.
Shit, I look like a ghost in the background, like I'm
You flickering.
like I'm in the
Where you like?
Man, you taking boo too seriously now, bro.
yeah, boo.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I see Big Poop the X.
Boo.
Big Pook X, man.
Salam alaikum, my brother.
Yeah, I got put in the last week, man. But yo,
Man,
bring us in, Mook. What it do?
Man, I'm gonna start off with some trending stuff. I know y'all not gonna know anything on this trending
We
topic.
never
Well,
do.
you might. I don't know. Yeah, y'all never do. So I'm be talking to myself. They canceled Jimmy Kimmel for talking about the Charlie Kirk murder.
You
You know
what?
something?
They
I heard about
No,
it.
I can't say they canceled.
You
but
know what? They are
took it down.
taking this way too far because at Marley School they fired 11 teachers for their remarks of Charlie Kirk. They were
wow.
at the school or something like that.
Yeah.
They said it. They sent the remarks to the students.
They got rid of 11 people.
Wow.
That's
wow.
What?
Teachers, yeah. All over some comments.
You can get fired for that though. What is that considered?
Yeah.
Well, they
pretty sure they
say
said on
that it's
media?
budget cuts, but a lot of
There ain't no dang on budget cuts.
Right, that's what they claim, but it's crazy.
That is crazy.
But that's the thing about it. We when we talk about freedom of speech, people don't. We say we can say anything you want, but it's always consequences to whatever you say, depending on who's in power.
Yeah.
Wasabi, Post Quarter Fundamentals.
What's up?
Oh, what's going on?
What's up,
what's
Jerry?
going on, Jerry?
What's going on? Hey,
but yeah, it's a whole. I think it's a whole nother. You know how they had the cancel culture back in the day? Everybody who was so-called conservative or whatever, they would say these things and they would get canceled. I think it's also a get back from that. Now that Trump was in office and his ratings were bad. So, but that's just the reason. It's like your teachers. You said the teachers was saying that it was budget cuts.
Yeah.
No, it's that was a reason that was they can give.
Now, what I would say is, who is he? Like, is he a political? Was he a political figure? What was his position? Who is he? I never really heard of him until everything happened.
He was a part of, I guess, he was a Team Trump. He was on with them, but from what I know, he was only a person that gave his opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he never held a political position at all.
No.
Not that
so he literally just
him and, Candace Owens. They were like hand to hand. I guess they were like a team with Candace Owens. You know how she is. She's just a.
Now, are they like political analysts or something like that? Is it like some type of media or something?
Yeah, just like social media type stuff, just like podcasts. Yeah. Like it was him. It's got other people, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, Like remember back when Rush Limbaugh was here, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's actually positions for people to give opinions now. Like that's all I guess social media is, and people on podcasts just giving their point of views, and he's just on a larger scale with it. He was on tour with his opinions.
Okay, so at the school, whenever that thing happened, what was the event about? What was it? Was it his event, or was it he was just part of something, part of the event, or was it just him?
That's his thing. It's like he goes to colleges and debates.
I watched a couple of his stuff on YouTube. That's exactly what he does.
So what was going on was just him. That was all him.
Yeah.
It was no other. It was just a big like debate, sort of like open debate with him. Much. Okay.
I think the debate was about what, school shootings. I think it was. I believe
it was about the gun laws and stuff. Like
okay.
Yeah, that's what he was discussing because he was pro guns. He was like, like he wanted to, and people were kind of going against that. But I know he was like really big on like the LBGT community, like real heavy. Like he really like battled them like down to the DNA and he did not like that too much. Like,
nah, and he would go after everybody. Like black people, he would say like there's only like Thomas Sowell, and he said, well, I think MLK or something like that. There was only 2 good black role models, and Civil Rights Act should never been.
Oh man,
he was just hitting on everything. Like here's the thing, it's all a script. Everybody they have that this is your lane. You have to stay in this lane, and you can't get out of it. So you got to go as hard as you can to provoke people's emotions.
For example, the whole Trump going after like the African American, museums and black stuff. Why? What would be the purpose to even go in that area?
Exactly.
Like that's why I said it's a script.
Yeah,
like, it makes no sense. Like you're just trying to get people wild up. Like we're supposed to be upset. Like, they're trying to start that civil war. That get everybody angry in certain areas, and get them all. It just makes no sense. Like they really tried to start a civil war after Charlie Kirk. Like, why did they blame HBCUs? Yeah. What did they have to do with anything?
Yeah, we were going after HBCUs.
For what?
You're right.
Like
HBC. What was that? Who was blamed for what?
Yeah, they were blaming.
They was just.
I don't know. They were attacking HBCUs because they believed they had something to do with the assassination.
Really?
You didn't hear about that.
Well, a lot of the black people was on social media. Well, yeah, a lot of black people on social media pretty much celebrating the death and bringing up old stuff he said about gun violence and certain deaths and stuff that. So it was.
Oh, go ahead, cuz I'm my bad. I didn't cut you off like that.
So yeah, it was already some tension there,
but
like you said, it's all to provoke. Like it's on both sides. It ain't even just on that side.
But it was uncalled for Jimmy Kimmel. I heard what he said. Like it's like you really.
I didn't even hear it.
Right. It was basic.
Well, he brought up basically Donald Trump. So his claim to fame also is Donald Trump called him like a friend, right?
So he called him like a friend. Files,
and so somebody one of the reporters asked him, how you holding up, since Charlie Kirk's death, and he was like, he just gave a quick answer and then pointed to some, to change the subject really fast, talking about construction going on at the White House and stuff like that. Kimmel saw that and kind of made fun of it.
Well, I think it was looked like clickbait, almost like. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. And when it comes to funny skits, you can chop up a video and make it sound like he was, trying to kind of waving it off, talking about construction.
Yeah,
but Jimmy Kimmel is a comedy late night, right? So they're gonna do stuff that's supposed to be funny.
Like, it's weird how you gotta be like there's no such thing as freedom of speech. Like you should say what's on your mind and keep it moving. Like now you have to really you're walking on eggshells, like thin ice when it comes down to anything. Like you say one word on the podcast, you cancel. It's just
They're gonna draw on a lot of hate or something.
It speaks to people who are offended because let's just say if let's say Charlie Kirk's talking all this stuff about he don't like black this, black that. I mean, I don't. Okay, that's his opinion. Right. Like I don't. It's not. You ever heard the line? It's not what they call you, is what you answer to. That's a true thing. Like if it's not you, it's not you. Like this platform, somebody paying for him to say that stuff. You know. And nobody, and it's all fake because nobody is one thing 100% of the time.
Right.
If you are, you don't think for yourself. Right. You might think, you want red one day and want blue the other. You want hot, you want cold. Nobody always wants hot every day of the year.
Word. Nobody won't be hot all year.
It's like, right.
Hold on, my brother. Right. It's like you've been had, you've been took. Get hoodwinked, run amok.
Well, they be throwing down that fake snow on us, bro. Hey, nobody want to feel all that snow.
It's gonna be AJX after this.
Word.
AJ getting it up?
Oh
man. What is it? IMO. Kirk was nothing more than public provocateur to increase his rating. Well, yeah, that's true.
Now, what has been his biggest influence? Has he influenced like harm to anyone?
He influenced nothing
other than speaking his opinion.
Pretty much.
And again, I'm still new. I'm still new to this. I don't really know nothing about.
Yeah, I am too, bro. I just it's just so much on social media right now with this guy. Like you start to pick up of everything that's going on around.
Because I think about it, like what did he do to hurt? I don't know, us. What did he do? Did he do anything physically? Did he do anything, or he was just talking? That was it.
He was basically.
One thing I know is he was just talking. That's all I know.
He was an in-person troller on tour. Like that's it. Like he just trolled and people paid attention to it.
Gotcha.
That's it. Like, and he was in politics.
So nothing was caused because of what he was saying.
No.
Like any type of.
Angry to
he hurt feelings.
Wow.
Hurt feelings.
And they saying the guy who shot him, he got a gay lover and transitioning into a woman and all that stuff. With who knows what they're trying to push? Because in my opinion, they're trying to push a narrative. So
yeah,
really.
And where's it all told? The news, right? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. They already know what to do. They're gonna have a whole bunch of different conspiracies floating around. Have people thinking one way and have other people thinking another way. And it could turn into something.
Go read the comments, Mo.
Yeah, and I say Jerry said, "Isn't everyone that jumps on the microphone and has a different view?" Yeah, I mean everyone jumps on the mic. We're 4 people on this one platform have different opinions on things.
Yeah.
It's allowed, It's also like, but here's one thing though, and the crazy part about it is, they say these people, whatever happens, if people get hurt or whatever, these people who get on these platforms talk, that's what you sign up for. It's like, no, it's not what you sign up for.
Yeah,
if people are crazy. You don't sign up to get shot or beat up.
You're right.
Have opinion about something,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having, even if you disagree, to have a respectful dialogue or debate and explain everybody's point of view. Mm-hmm. Just kind of, if you disagree, cool. I mean, that's just how I see it, and you see it another way, and you see it another way. It's like, it's fine.
He was only 31 years old, which I thought he was like 40.
But I did too.
Way I'm older than him.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: like he hasn't lived enough life to have those type of opinions he was living. He was talking. That's why it's all a script.
Mm-hmm.
He started really young. What do you know?
Right.
But
he's young.
It's like we get mad off people's job. That's their job to say this stuff and make people mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always that type though. I can listen to you say whatever you want, negative or positive, and it don't move me one bit.
Right.
As long as you don't put your hands on me, that's the only thing I ask.
You ain't lying, man. Like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
It's just words at the end of the day. Literally, it's words.
It's just words. So. And then it's also you have freedom of speech, but not freedom from consequences. There are certain things you can say that could get you in trouble, but it wasn't this. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't this.
Right, like you just hurt someone. That's so like kids, like someone says something and hurt your feeling, like somebody said your mama.
Yeah.
Kids will fight over that. But if somebody came up and told you that now, you look at them like they stupid. It's almost like the same thing on a different level.
Look at this. Here's a good one from Jerry. He said, once we lose the ability to talk, disagree without hate and violence, then what are we? And that's the true thing. It's what happened to good faith conversations?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk it out, accept that this is where you at. But when one person says something that I don't like, now I got to get mad and all this stuff. It's like he didn't hurt anybody by having his own opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
it's now society.
Now within society regards to violence, because people think like children.
Yeah, you heard what I said. Like it's just another level of it.
And here's the thing: it's management on down, and the management is the government. They get on ever since when they have these presidential debates, and all they're doing is insulting each other. They make fun of each other. That trickles down. Now the president does it. These other politicians, they take shots at each other. So why not? Why can't we do it? Okay. Yeah. It's management on there.
But even then, after all that, nothing happens. They go back to wherever they go back to, and that's it. It's almost like a boxing match. They'll duke it out, and then as soon as the bell ring, they go back to their corner. So I don't look at that any different.
And it's just crazy how much they divide everybody over just the smallest things. Like you either red or you blue. Like you know what I mean? It's
like them the only two colors in the box.
Those are your only two options. You better go with it.
Right. Like, give me. I don't know what I want.
You want brown?
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah, brown. Yeah.
Brown.
Hey, I go white. I keep the white tee on. That's it. Yeah.
You sure that ain't for something else, my brother? They're white for something else?
I don't know. I said white tee.
I don't know.
I said white tee.
Hey, matter of fact, I wanted to ask Brother Man and AJ over here a question.
Don't ask me no dang on question.
Ask you a damn question.
I don't want to answer.
Oh, you know what? Jennifer can chime in on this too if she can.
What's going on?
Is this a statement that can be true? Like, is a part of, I'm not going to say the hardest part, but is it one of the hardest part raising a child is keeping up with their eras? Because like, you know how like every era has its own language basically and how they move. So, our parents had their own thing and we had our own thing. And now, like, how the world has changed and you don't know what is what. And kids got phones with these apps. You don't even know what the apps are. And you're just trying to keep up with, what's popular amongst that group now, or trying to keep up with that to keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Honestly, like this nowadays language is so crazy to me. Like I'm like, what you say, boy? When AJ be saying some stuff, I'm like, what you say?
Right.
What that mean? But I can see where my parents come in on that one. Like we say, nah, I mean, and all that stuff when we was younger, and B and son, all that. But
I feel like our transition from our parents to us was a lot more similar to kind of balance and kind of connect on that level.
Yeah.
The eras were so similar, but this one is like just like completely off, like, and trying to like understand how to like, because there's so many predators out here, and and trying to keep an eye on even the environment in which they place themselves in, like their group, like their social circles. Like you can tell, like in our area, like you can tell a group of people, you'd be like, that you're going the wrong way. Now it's like so mixed, like it could be a group of dudes in skirts, but they the dangerous dudes on the block.
And you just don't know it. Yeah.
Like,
you don't know it.
Like back in the day, like you could tell like the boys on the block, and You know what I mean? They had a look.
It's a lot different now.
Now, can I jump in on this real quick? Like I feel
started that fad.
Huh?
Said Pookie started that fad.
Yeah, whatever.
Them skirts on the block, boys.
A lot of what you say makes sense, but also there's another part. Like I'm single, so I go out, a lot more than y'all probably go out.
I feel bad for y'all.
But there's a lot, like the difference between 40-year-olds and 20-year-olds on the street is not really that far apart. Like you can see a group of people, and it'd be 40-year-olds and 20-year-olds all in the same circle, and that's a lot I've seen.
See, but
It's not
right. You see them in the same circle because those people like brother Jennifer, because they're still in it because we're in it, like because we're the end of their era.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we're closer to this new era than they are. So they still but they kind of, it's almost like a bridge from us to them with this new group, so they can blend in with this new group a bit. But you can see who's young and who's the old ones just by the energy alone.
Yeah.
I tell you, I could be in a group full of 27-year-old. You know how they tell me apart? Because I'm yawning the whole time.
Yeah, like
exactly. You're bored.
Like,
what the fuck is y'all talking about?
You can sit there and converse with them. Because we hang with young people. We got people in their 20s that we hang with now. But you can still tell who's like the older person just by the vibe, just the energy of the person.
Yeah, we're a little more reserved. You know what I'm saying? We kind of,
Even I don't like being around too many 20, even early 30-year-olds anymore.
You could just tell. Like
it's rare. It's rare that you can meet someone that's in their 20s or in their early 30s, and their mindset could be on the same level as yours.
Like an old soul.
Yeah, like an old soul.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, being us, we even want to be on the same level as a 31, like mentally. Like we supposed to have moved past all that stuff.
I think I'll be in a position to teach, almost like let me give you the game while you're young, so you set yourself up for you when you my age.
Because you OG.
I ain't really had nobody, you know what I'm saying? Of course, my pops and everything, but I think in a lot of ways, if I'd have been given the game on other levels, I'd probably be in a much prominent position. But I don't blame anybody. I learned my lessons other ways, but I'm still good. I'm still on the right track. But I think had I had the way I'm thinking now, the things I learned now, if I would have learned this when I was in my 20s, my gosh.
Right.
Exactly.
I wish I could talk to my young self.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, some things
I would have invested to a lot of stuff, bro, in my 20s. Like I'll never forget. I probably already told you I had the opportunity to invest into Netflix when I was in the military, bro.
Really?
And because I was young and young and dumb, I did not invest. I thought it was stupid because there was a Blockbuster and there's a Hollywood video.
Yeah.
If I can go back in time and tell my 20-year-old self, like, no, invest into Netflix. That's a really good idea. It's going to be everywhere. What? Trust me, I would.
I had a similar situation like that. Right before COVID, this guy, I met him at a bar, the old guy, right? He's telling me, he said, what you should do, we're talking about investing and how to get money. He said, I'm telling you right now, invest in water and water filtration. I feel like you're going to need it. And I was just like, I was listening, but I was like, I got time, right? So, we leave certain situations, you motivated. If you don't do something right away, you forget about it. It goes away. You going about your everyday life now. And all of a sudden, and what was everybody buying? Water.
And masks.
And well, yeah.
Like, no, I'm just saying, like, who would have thought, like a mask and like before everything happened, who would have thought, like, man, I need to make a whole bunch of masks and sell them. You know what I'm saying?
It was an old school, like Boo was saying, like he can get a game, like right now he could teach. That old man was trying to
you're right.
And that's the thing is getting through to them, because some of them may not understand it like that. Like I might not have understood it enough to be like, yo, I know what you're talking. Nah, because I didn't even know didn't even understand that. So it's like I can see if I'm trying to tell somebody, give them a game, they may not pick up on it as quickly because they're young. They're not thinking long term. They're like, yo, I'm gonna have fun. You only live once. I'm gonna da. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
That's where you met. That's where I think a lot of people kind of fall short because they want to enjoy themselves. But it's like you have to. That's the time to work on yourself to set yourself up so you can enjoy yourself for a longer period of time. Because your 20s, for the most part, I think everybody enjoys their 20s more than anything. But the people that are in these, these other positions that we never thought about, they spent their 20s grinding. Yeah, and we didn't see it like that. We're like, dang, he don't ever, or she ain't around, and then now we're at, we're more seasoned, and we look back, and then those people was like, oh, that's what they were doing. We didn't understand it then. We were 21, 22 at the club and the parties with all the women, and it's like you got the other man. You ain't never with no chicks, man. What's up with you? He weird. That same weird dude is well off right now. And we like that's what he was doing. We didn't understand it then. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that be where I'm at now. It's like I know so much now that I would give somebody, you know what I'm saying, at least that want to know, like Cuz was saying, like old souls, like somebody that would actually be curious and ask you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just be trying to piece to every young dude I see. It'd be somebody that may stand out that asks a question like, yo, what was your experience? How was that like? And then then you can go off on that. That's why I would always say when it comes to like people that are well off, they want you to ask them how they did it. They want to share their story. Yeah. Because no one ever asked them that. They're caught up on the ending, the accomplishments, the success. No one ever asked, hey man, what did you have to endure to get to where you got to? Because I know it wasn't easy. They'll tell you. They love that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like it's kind of that way. So that's how I would see it, man. I'll be wanting to just give game.
I give you one better though, man. If I could tell my young self something, it'd been like a month ago with that $1 billion Powerball.
You so retarded.
Oh, you told her the numbers? It'd have been like Back to the Future.
Word, that's the case, yo. We would have did that a minute ago, bro. Word.
Oh yeah, you'd have been back to the Future. You'd have flew back and told.
Word.
Those are numbers.
One chance, that'd be it.
Yeah, but I agree. Man. I agree. Like, even when we get down to Charlotte, man, I want to talk business with y'all. Especially smoking cigars and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
we'll do that.
Get the game. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm at.
Right. Yeah, man.
And then Boo, you of that age, the OG era. You feel me? Like
granddaddy.
OG.
Yeah, exactly. Me and Pookie, we just unks. You OG, so you gotta give out all the info. Mookie, you right there too. Mookie on the borderline of unk and OG.
Yeah, he there. Easy. G, that's him.
And I can say something, and I wouldn't say it's controversial. I'm just speaking from personal experience. I kind of look back at all my relationships, and it's nobody's fault. I would say it's more my fault, but I wasn't able to, I guess, prevail as much as I would want because of my relationships. And when you're young, you're in love, you don't understand.
Yeah.
Can I ask you
change and all this and that. And it's like, what's up?
So what makes you feel like it didn't go as planned or it was a bad experience?
Well, I'm not saying it was a bad experience. What I mean is that it just I didn't get to where I potentially could have gotten to, not because of my significant other, but it was because I was trying to juggle the two, and it never will work out because I couldn't put my all into one thing and put my all into the other thing. And, and again, I'm not in no relationship now, but, there is a level of attention that you have to give to your woman. And if they don't understand, because even us being young, not understanding that part, you have women that don't understand it either. So it's like, if you are in a position where you're trying to build or you're trying to get something, she's not going to see it like that enough to know and understand and support you and kind of help you along your journey. Mm-hmm. So, and again, it's not their fault. They didn't know, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I'm trying to impress everybody or trying to please everybody, not impress, but I'm trying to please everybody. And it's like, you know, that would always cause things to kind of go left for me. And, you know, and I'll be stuck picking up the pieces when, you know, I should maintain. Because I hear this a lot too, especially with you know, with the elders, OGs and all that, they'll say this. And again, it's nothing to do with, you know, anybody's personal thing or whatever, but I'm just talking for an example. Like I think if I spent more time building as opposed to chasing women, I might be in a better position. Yeah. And that's just me personally. That's just me personally. I wouldn't necessarily put it on somebody else. I'm just talking about from my experience. Only because I look back and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of stuff I was pursuing, but I would get caught up in a relationship, and that was my fault. Like I would try so hard to do both, and it would never work. It would never work because it would always be a conflict. That's why I look at it now. Like I'm building now, and I'm like, yo, I gotta stay focused. And again, I love women. Don't get me wrong. I love women. I just don't do well trying to do both. So that's why it's like I have to take some time off because I know if I do that, that I might not do well or work to my potential because of that.
You talking? That's why. I love women. Don't get me wrong.
Like, hold up.
No.
I love women.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. But you know, I'm at a position now where it's like I can only do one. I can't do both. So it's like I have to let me get to my position, and then I'm in a more comfortable spot to, you know, to play the field. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, that's where I'm at right now.
I got a question first.
That's good. You know what I'm saying?
So do you regret anything?
No.
Your past?
No.
So would you consider that being successful? You don't regret anything?
I would say successful when it comes to relationships. The only reason I know that is because I understand how things can change. That's right. What a lot of that stuff, that's what it taught me. So now, you know, if you know, the way I see it as I'm building, when I get into that position, I understand how relationships are.
Right.
Sometimes when you invest in you fully invest in this stuff, and you don't understand the possibilities of change, that's when you get thrown off, and that's when other things get thrown off too. And that's just been with me. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, like, outside of like the inside details, overall, it was an experience. It was an experience that you had to just learn from, and I'm good. Yeah, it was an experience from you to learn from. So any experience, so you can say there is no life that is considered a failure in a sense. Like everybody has a story and everybody has something that they learned from. Instead of looking at it as a bad and negative experience, I know from relationships to you know, I'm talking about like, you know, kind of letting our young selves know what we know now. What we came from was an absolute success. Like we survived. We're still going. Every day is a literal threat. Every day you leave the house is a threat to your life. And you went back home to see the next day. It's crazy. Like, so everything that you learned and that you're picking up throughout the day of survival, because you're the greatest at it, just like when you was in that sack, AJ, you made it out. You know what I mean? So
yep, just like when you was a tadpole, you made it out that pond.
But every day, move. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy, man. Like your story that you were saying, like all the information that you collected from like the you know, the difficult times that you've gone through with your relationships and what you were able to learn from, as deep you know your ceiling. You were able to get to a point where, well, not your ceiling, but you know your bottom. So you had an opportunity to learn what you don't need in your life at an early age of your life. You get what I'm saying? If you actually looked at it like that, like
honestly, that's how I was looking at it for you. I'm like, well, at least you got out of the way at an early age. At least you're not going through that at your age now. You know, you like 50. So you can't be going through all that type of stuff while
He
you're a
left.
little 50.
He left.
Yeah, he left.
He left.
And you know, like I try to instill that into my sons, you know. Like don't get like caught up with relationships and all that stuff at an early age.
oh
Can't.
shit.
Like,
Learn
do what you gotta
everything.
do. Yeah.
Just learn everything. Learn everything. You said what?
Yes.
You know what?
Even AJ and Boo, I want to comment. You said first you were saying, correct me if I'm wrong, like you want to build to where you get to a level and then focus on somebody, right?
Well, I would say when you get in that position, I think your mind is a lot clearer as far as, and you're looking for quality as opposed to your feelings. You're looking for quality. You're looking, okay, I'm where I need to be. Is this person wasting my time? You know what I'm saying? Because you get a certain position, you ain't gonna want to waste your time. So it's like, you know, you're more open to, you know, really, you know what I'm saying, understanding who you're around, and you tend to kind of, you know, gravitate around more quality individuals.
What do you mean?
Question,
position. What does that mean? Like, what do you mean position? Do you mean like mentally or
I would say on all levels. On all levels. Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, you get into things and you're not there, but your feelings are there. So that's what you driven off your feelings. But everything else ain't there.
So your feelings is a part of your emotion. So your emotion is basically you're learning something different. You're in awe of something that you're gravitating towards. Especially when you're picking a female, it's something about her that basically catching your draw, and you're not paying attention to all the red flags of everything because you're just so blinded by
lust. It's called lust.
Exactly.
But again,
we're able to navigate through that at an early age.
But you think about the mind of a 20-year-old. They trying to hump everything moving.
Yeah.
And they ain't think about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You ain't thinking about quality. You think about getting in that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like think about clapping them cheeks. You ain't think about, oh, is she a good this? Is she, you know, is she gonna do that? Nah, you try to get them draws. But you're 20, so you know your hormones is up there, and you trying to, you know what I mean? You trying to.
It's almost as if you're told to do that, because I feel like it's not the same kind of play out in different areas. Like in our era, we were like, you know, big chains, got the girl. You supposed to be a pimp. Like, don't be, you know, settle down. You supposed to have them all like 8 under your phone on you know. You're supposed to be that type of person. So, you know, so that's thrown in our face to be that playboy. We want to be our favorite rappers. Like, you know, I want to be like Fab, you know,
you want to be like
Fab mixed with Chris Tucker. That's exactly who you was when we was growing up.
It looked like Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy. A little bit of Soulja Boy. Yep.
You know, Country Wayne used to rap too.
Yeah.
City Wayne.
Yeah, all that.
Hey AJ, what did you say? What did you? So I'm trying to get what I was gonna say right, but you said you were telling your son what now?
They kind of pretty much like don't take a relationship serious at a young age. Like do what you need to do first in life. I'm not saying like I'm saying like mess with females, but only if she's the right one. You know.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah,
so, I know so many people out there. And I could just, I could see even if the relationship, or if they're single, but I could see how they move. That their only reason for being with somebody or getting somebody, they just don't want to be alone, so they just fall in and settling for it. You know
that's
what I'm
wrong.
saying? That's wrong. Instead of putting the work in to fix yourself.
My bad. Go ahead, move. Yeah, I was gonna say like the number one thing that I picked up like from like what I've seen like is a consistent thing is like when I hear someone say like Like, why do you think you want to be with this person? They say they make me feel good. How do you know you love this person? Because they make me feel good. It ain't gonna work.
Right?
It ain't gonna work.
I agree.
That's one thing I hear a lot when you ask a person that question, and once they respond with that, I say, nah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Going with your feelings, that be the mistake. Because you in your feelings and you in your lust, and you ain't think about nothing else. And then it go, you know what I'm saying? And then it end up going left because you never paid attention. You just wanted what you wanted.
You have to realize that you're never with the same person more than once. Like every day you wake up, it's a new version of that person.
Right.
Well, it seems like my wife, her version always an asshole. So
right. So you have to understand over time people change.
Yeah.
So you cannot go off of this person makes me feel good because that's not always gonna be that same person that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you already kind of setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I was talking about. I said now that where I am at now, the position I'm at, I understand that things change. So I don't be caught up on one thing thinking it's going to be that way forever or whatever the case is. I understand that things change, so that way I'm better prepared mentally and all in other levels as well because I understand hey things can change. May not mean it's going to change right away, but I understand that things can change and.
So
I'm not going to be affected by it as much because I understand it kind of ahead of time.
Yeah. But it's the same thing. But I absolutely agree. That's how you do it. But you're really just I don't know if that's like forcing a state of a successful life on a child. Like just live your life, man. Like whatever flows, man. Like it's your experience of this reality. Like live
but
your
that's
life,
like the main reason why I tell them not to like settle down. Like what you just said,
live your life. Like,
live your life, bruh.
Like,
you know,
have fun, but don't get attached to anything.
Don't get attached.
Yeah, it's just like Jennifer just said, she teaches her daughter the same thing. She to focus on herself, school, work, traveling, living her best life. You should experience what you can experience in this world. Travel, or do whatever you feel like you need to do, but make sure it's really what you.
Like I said, you like a girl, give her work, and then back off. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
And that'd be the problem.
Make sure it's a mutual understanding.
It'd be after the fact. It'd be like, and that's the thing. I always said this. I don't even remember the last time I asked someone out. Like I've been in relationships, and I don't even did I ask her out? Did we? Even, or it was just kind of we just messed around so much, and it's just turned into a relationship.
That's it. Y'all just.
There's been a lot of those. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, wow. I don't even remember what it felt like to actually ask a woman out and be like, hey,
me neither.
Would you be my girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I don't recall doing that.
He just called it out. He just said his biggest issue. He falls for the trap. You fall for the trap. Like you said, I don't remember the last time I asked a girl to be my girlfriend, which means there was a sort of something was grabbing your attention so much so it just made you agree to it without words.
I know what it was.
Real thing.
No. If we go back to when I first said it, I said it was my fault. I said I wasn't good with that. So that was my problem. So that's why
she done got you with it, boo. She got you with it. She done got you with it, boo.
So that's what I'm saying.
You chose you chose who you were going to basically connect with by, I guess, the resources in which they bring.
Yeah.
I told you lust. I said this in the beginning. That's what I said. My problem is that I fell for the trap. I wasn't focused on the right things, or I wouldn't say that. Well, I would always like for me, like doing business, really trying to do business and start a business. I've been trying to start a business and do business for like 20 plus years. And I'm not 50. Shut up. All right. But what I'm saying is, as much business ventures I always try to get into and start, I was always in a relationship. Yeah. And what would happen is I would try to do both. I would try to give attention here, give attention there, and it always fell apart. Why? Because it was on me. I would fall into the trap.
How would you have balanced that? If you
there would be no way.
It wouldn't have worked for me. That's why I said it would have been better. But that's what I'm saying. Huh?
If you were to do it over again, how would you do it?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be in a relationship because it didn't work.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. I think what Pookie said, or I don't know if he's saying this now, but he said if you can go back. So if you can go back, you could find a way to balance that relationship and do business, right?
And still do your business.
So
now you got the knowledge on how to do it.
Right.
But I would understand that I would have had to make the sacrifice, and that would have been the sacrifice. I would have had to sacrifice my relationship.
But do you not believe that that experience made you who you are today? Like I'm assuming I'm gonna call it a superpower that you developed over time, where you have this radar now that you could pick up that you didn't have once before, but you have it due to that experience. I think who you are today is due to those experiences you went through.
No, I'm not talking about them as bad experiences. I'm just saying I understand what I did wrong. That's what I mean. I understand what I didn't do, what I did wrong personally. That that I think I would have probably been a little bit. Things would have been different. I'll put it that way.
Is AJ talking?
But there were good lessons learned. I'm not saying everything they were all great experiences, man. I'll never say all my experiences were bad. They were all wonderful at some point, you know what I mean? But things change and you ain't where you were. So that happened. You grow apart, stuff like that. But I understand that I didn't understand at that time that if in order, because I always had a goal, I always had certain levels I wanted to reach, but I didn't understand about making sacrifices. And a lot of times it could be something major, or at least you think it's major, especially like with a relationship, because everybody, you're young, you're in love, young and dumb, whatever. Yeah. You're not thinking about it like that.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Like to what you say?
No, I was telling Mook about the question over there.
Oh no, I'm listening. I'll wait till you finish. I'll answer. Go ahead, Boo.
I was just saying that basically that's what I learned. I'm like, to really get to where I wanted to get at that time, I would have had to make that sacrifice. And that's one thing I never understood about business, at least at that point, was the sacrifices you really have to make. You know what I'm saying? I understand a lot more now and through research and studies, because I have studied like wealthy people, millionaires, stuff like that. And they all had a lot of things in common, especially when it came to sacrifices. So it's kind of like, if you was to approach a rich person right now, I would say, my question to them is, what did you sacrifice to get there? And I don't mean sell your soul. No. I don't mean sell your soul. I'm just saying,
sacrifice something.
What did you sacrifice to get there? Like, what did you have to put to the side and prioritize this to get to this level? You know what I mean? That'd be my question. Would you say,
like, I completely understand what you're saying, Boo, because with the relationship, like, if you putting all your energy into your business, she gonna start feeling some type of way. You know, she gonna start feeling lonely, all this different type of stuff. You're always working. So it's better when you're by yourself to work on that business, because you don't have to put that time in. Yeah, I got you.
Right. Because the way I see it now, the plans and the goals that I have for the businesses that we're building, me and Bro, and I love to bring y'all two on as well. You know what I'm saying? We definitely talk about it. But what the main thing I look to see is to put together a system. What I mean by that is you put a system together to where it's automated and runs itself. There's ways of doing that, you know what I mean, between building a team, putting things in place, and you having it run, then it's running itself, and then you can kind of, explore other things, get into other things as well. So that's kind of where I'm at now, and that's why it's like, okay, I get in this position, my system is building. Now it's like, all right, I can play the field, but I'm a lot wiser, of course, through experience. And at the
Can you
same time,
imagine, like,
yeah,
not having the experience of the people that you went through? Like, if you spent your youth kind of building, now you're at that stage where, like, you're trying to kind of communicate and now find that vibe. Now you're putting all that you built at risk almost.
Well, that's what I was saying. I would actually get guidance. I would look for, the OGs to tell me that I mean, I would say I wouldn't necessarily go in there thinking, okay, I'm gonna just get to where I am to without talking to nobody. Because I think a lot of times when people have gotten to that level, it's people that help them get there. It's people they looked up to, that they ask questions to, that put them on game. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about putting them on game. Because that's what I would say. I would say the ladies, I would tell them the ladies are always going to be there, but your opportunities won't. So you want to make the best and get and take as much advantage as you can of the opportunities you have. So that way you're in that position and understand that the women aren't going anywhere. They will always be on this planet.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So what's the reverse for a girl? Now you're talking to a girl.
All right. I would tell her to be street smart. I mean, of course, when it comes to like schooling and stuff like that, I want the same level of book smart as street smarts as well. And of course, I mean, I'm not a girl, so it's only so much I can tell them as far as that. But my main thing would be their level of intelligence is just to stay smart, just to be street smart as well as book smart.
Right. It's almost like a different approach.
Yeah.
When it comes to the female.
Yeah, because I think
like, handle your business, but be smart about it.
Girl, yeah.
Just be smart.
Well, if you think about it, the journeys are always different. One, because most females, they're looked at differently. Their value is different. You know what I'm saying? Almost like, a 20-year-old girl is going to be looked at different than a 20-year-old dude. Like especially when it comes to status and finances and stuff like that.
Yeah.
See, a woman, she can be, at that age, I ain't gonna say she could be monetized, but I'm just saying she may have a little bit more opportunities as far as excelling compared to the dude. Dude's gonna have to really dig it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? It may be a little bit easier for the woman, and that's no knock on that. That's just nature. That's just what it is. But ideally, you want to even them being at that age as a young lady, take advantage. And if you are associating with people, make sure they're bringing value to you.
Yeah.
And I would say that to anybody. Absolutely. I would say that to anybody, because a lot of times people fall influence to the wrong people, and they end up just like those people. And
from your standpoint, what would you recommend at an OG standpoint of finding a person?
I would say get yourself together. You got to make sure you're together. And the reason I say that is because once you're together, and again, you look for value as opposed to only physical attraction. You want to say, okay, she looks good.
What would you consider value?
Value? It's I would say at this point, I mean, it's modern day era. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell. That's why it's easy to say get yourself together, because because as far as modern dating and all that stuff is different, and it's
get yourself together. Know thyself for sure.
Yeah,
like I said, it's a energy that they should be looking for. It's nothing outside the person.
You're
like it's the energy. Like, you can tell when someone really cares for you for who you are. Like, you literally can feel that shit. But people can date somebody and not feel that about another person. It can just feel just like you're here with a roommate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you feel that way, you are not with the person. You're wasting your time. You will feel you would feel when a person loves you for who you are. We ignore the red flags letting us know, hey, this person is not 100% on me, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway. Even though your mind is already calculating that it will not work. But you're driven by something outside the person.
Lust.
You know what I'm saying? And it's always, that's why you couldn't answer that question of what's value. Value is the energy that you're accepting from that you're receiving from the person, that you need to learn how to read. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe when you know, like you all know from the by heart. If somebody asks, yo, you think Pook love you? You damn sure like, oh yeah, that's my cousin. He loves me. Yeah. My brother know I love him. It wouldn't be a question. But sometimes you will question the person you're with. Can you? They hesitate. Like, I don't been there, bro. Like, you would be so sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand that. Like, it's literally a connection that you should be looking for. And it can happen like when you like after the first times you meet with somebody, you can already tell it's just gonna be your best friend, a good friend, associate. When you first meet a person, you already calculate that in your head.
You already calculate this shit.
When you meet a female, within the first 5 seconds, you already know what level you're gonna bring it to of kind of connecting with this person. Hey, am I gonna just keep her as a friend? Am I gonna try at this one? Hey, I actually like her. You know what I mean? The first 5 seconds, you already know, and the same thing with her. So you already know what to start looking for at that point, but you stop at a certain point where it's just like, it's go numb, like you just comfortable with not knowing. That's why bro said he don't know when the last time he asked a girl to be his girlfriend. Is that not a problem? Like you're just falling into knowing, right? And that's what most people fall into. You know what I mean? And it never works. And now you have this kind of line of disappointment, over and over again because you're doing the same thing.
You're right. You're so right.
You right.
Yeah, Phuket.
Hey, but hold on. Let's answer Jennifer's first question. She said, "Do y'all think there's some truth into the statement? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?" So I guess the milk is what you ultimately want, but you don't want the troubles of raising of taking care of the cow, right?
Yeah.
There's some truth in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people do that all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain situations to where you can, instead of if you want to have sex, and it's like, why get a girlfriend? You can smash all these girls around here.
Right.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
It's like bringing sand. So yeah, I think there's truth. I don't know. What do y'all think? Yeah, what do you think about it?
What about you, bro?
That sound like one of my old statements.
Yeah, boo, you're gonna have to answer that one.
That was back in 1800s.
Word.
He left. That old dude left. He ain't over here.
You're milking the cow.
That's how y'all used to get your milk back then, wasn't it?
Yeah, he left. Went somewhere.
So is that similar to the saying, "Have your cake and eat it too"?
I think so.
Yeah.
I would think so. Or no, or would it be something else? Like, why had a cake when you get slices for free? I don't know.
No, you just made that up, man. You talking about just get slices for free? You still gotta pay for the
cake. So why buy the cow? The cow is what you would want. But that's unlimited milk. Like, where are you getting the milk from? Like, is it the same question? Aren't you getting the milk from the cow?
I don't know.
Like, now I want all the cows. Like, I have a cow.
You can also, cow beef. You can get beef now. Oh no!
Then I can eat the cow.
You got hamburgers or milk.
Word. Many options. Have both. Okay, she said yes.
She said also, I can definitely agree. Building a business needs 100% attention, but I also think I love to build a business with a partner.
That too.
Gay.
Building a business with a partner? What she said, build a business with a partner, right?
Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but they would have to be Like they would have to be a version.
Their mindset got to be as the same as yours.
Yeah, they would have to be they would have to be the girl version of you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And y'all have to because.
So let me ask. Would y'all trust? Okay. Mookie trusted us to join his business.
Yeah.
Why? Why did you feel comfortable with us to be the face of your brand?
To be the face of the brand because I mean, I know y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know how we do. It wasn't even a thought. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things like, did I have to think about it?
Exactly. So why wouldn't you approach it the same way you do us? You know what I mean? We're giving you a vibe. Like you wouldn't just go out and grab some random people. It's because you know our energy. You know the level of
random
which
people. That don't work.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he did. He started off.
Yeah, you know who else? Right. You know who else I had a good time on the podcast with? JJ.
Yeah. JJ.
Shout out.
You know JJ, man. Like you know that. You know what the kind of put in front of your brand. Like you ain't gonna you learned. So that you approach it the same way of building with someone. Like you're literally playing life with another person. Like you know how deep that is. Like you should know off the bat, straight up, I'm agreeing to do my life with you. My reality will be tied with yours. You know how like deep that is. I don't think people understand how deep that really is.
Because you're giving your life to another person.
You're tying souls for the rest of existence at this point.
Exactly.
With a person you've never met or grown up with, and you're like, hey, we're gonna do life together and move forward. Like that's crazy. Like you gotta understand, you're not gonna hit jackpot straight up. Like that's almost like you're not gonna get all the numbers.
Not to throw you off. I'm sorry. What today's date is? Your anniversary coming up. Boy.
Yours too.
Yeah, tomorrow. Mine is tomorrow.
All right. So,
wait, what is your anniversary?
Congrats to y'all.
Congrats.
What is yours? Pookie?
You said what?
When is your anniversary?
20th.
On the 20th? And yours to 19.
Yeah.
I remember I was at your wedding.
Yeah, you was at my wedding.
How many years for you, AJ?
17.
Yeah. Dang, it was 17 years ago?
17 years ago.
Yeah. We was
let me see. 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, Don was 5. Yep.
Damn.
Don is a grown man.
I'm thinking like 10 years.
Yeah. He got a beard.
Yeah. Don got a beard and everything.
What?
AJ got a beard. AJ got a full beard.
AJ was born with a beard.
Exactly. That's what he get that from his granddaddy.
Yo, that's crazy. Congratulations to you, brother.
Congratulations to you too, bro. I thought that was cool though when we first talked about it, that you ended up getting married the day afterward. I was like, yo, it just happened. Yeah, like you didn't even know my anniversary was the day before yours. I don't think you did.
Yeah.
And that was crazy. I was like, wow, our birthday's literally, our birthdays, our anniversaries like back to back. That's what's up. We should definitely do something one of these years.
Yeah, absolutely. Do something big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna put that in play. But yeah,
exactly.
I got a few ladies to introduce you to down here, man.
Word, Mo.
They big bags.
You know it.
Yeah, bro, always got some big bags on deck.
I already know Charlotte got them big ones.
Word.
You stay with the big bags on deck.
Word.
What's your name?
Yeah.
That's gonna be Mookie in the
shake. If you share food with one of them, they'll think y'all in love, man.
Word. Man, you better. I'm telling you, better stop sleeping on them big backs. They're gonna take real good care of you, man. Make you nice and fed and all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
You better stop playing with them.
Hey, you smell like I get a hug. You smell like brownies.
You smell like brownies.
Brownies?
Brownies?
That's what fragrance you're wearing? Brownies?
That's funny.
Your all smell like ribs. Yeah.
He said said draws smell like rib. He's stupid.
I don't even know what kind of STD that is.
No, for real.
If he smelling like ribs down there.
He smell like ribs down there.
You got RIB?
Right.
Like, what's wrong with you? I got RIBS.
Yeah, man. So we gotta definitely plan some stuff out. Most definitely.
Yeah, but I can't wait for October, bro. And that shit is right around the corner, bro.
I work by the airport, and I just be seeing planes flying.
Yeah.
Bro, I live by the airport, and all I see is planes go flying by. Like, I'm like, dang, man, I wish I was on that airplane getting up out of here, man. For real. Like, I got 2 more weeks.
So what's the most difficult part of living right now for you?
Where?
I'm just talking about period.
Man,
like, just like I said,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's experiencing their own movie, their own part of reality.
I'll answer that.
Yours.
I'll answer that. Mine, the most difficult part for me is knowing not where I know I need to be.
Mm-hmm. Where do you need to be? What do you need to be?
I know I'm not I should say I know I'm not what I'm different, but not in a good way right now.
What makes it not a good way?
Because I'm doing things that I know it's not making me better as a person. And it's not,
that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, there's no clear understanding because it would just keep going down that hole of why, when you're already where you need to be. Like, everybody feels like you need something.
Yeah.
What do you need? There is nothing.
And it's honestly, all you needed to do was wake up today. You might feel like you was in a bad mood, like everything was so bad, but just think about it. You woke up, bro.
Exactly.
At least you woke up to try it again.
Like, I was spared life twice, not once, twice. My life has been spared. Like, nigga, if you don't shut up and just, nigga, everything you're going through is a bonus right now.
Exactly.
It is a damn bonus. Like, why? I can't be upset about nothing. Like, fucking live it. Like, laugh at literally everything, yo. Like,
exactly. Whatever that was wrong with you today, get it right tomorrow.
Mine is all me.
Yeah. Like, it's only a mental.
There's nothing outside of me. Right. It's all me.
Yeah.
Right.
I know what I'm not doing. It's just like
no lie. Everything everything is happening the way it happens at the right time, and you're growing. So for you to feel like you're wasting energy on the thought of you're behind or you're
I was just about to
lacking.
say that.
You know what I mean? It's just too much energy being, kind of put in that to put it like anything that you think here goes into your reality because any thought comes out to play.
Let me ask Mookie.
Control your own reality. Yeah.
Hey Mookie, do you feel like you're like the older you're getting, you like, dang, I wish this will hurry up. I'm getting kind of older. Like, it does age play a factor into it too?
Yeah, it plays a factor. It plays a factor. In doing the things that I probably know and I shouldn't be doing that at my age. Whether it's going out to the bars all the time or just being around people, not being around the people I know I should be.
Want to smell that shit? Huh? No, I'm listening to you, Mo. I'm sorry. You go over here and yawn. Nobody want to smell that shit.
Oh, man, bro, don't you be laughing.
I'm
moving different. Every once in a while I get my way back.
Go ahead, Mo.
My bad, Mo.
But now every once in a while I get myself back. But I know in certain things, like as far as grateful to be alive, those are certain things that go without saying. You know what I'm saying? It's past that. It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? I love being awake. Waking up. But it's what am I doing while I'm awake?
Oh,
that's where you get it right at.
I'm grateful. I thank God every day I wake up.
When you wake up, you like, dang, I know that pissed me off yesterday. Let me do something different this time.
It ain't even. It's nothing outside of me. It's all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And let me ask Jennifer a question.
Huh? It says, Poop, can you send some of those vibrations to Houston? My life is an entire snow show. I don't know if that word is snow show.
It's shit show.
The shite show.
What is it?
A shank show? A stank?
A stank show.
Is that a stank show?
Jennifer, they can't see you can write out the whole cuss word.
Yo, but no. Like we take everything for granted. Like we put everything, like certain things, into a negative, box when it even shouldn't even be in there, because we know this experience leads to something else. Like everything has it's happening for a reason. Nothing happens for no reason.
Yeah.
So you'll call it a shit show, but you're not really learning the purpose behind why it's happening. What caused it? Everything is a cause and a cause and effect. You know what I mean? So you're blaming it on something which, what decision did you make to get here?
That's what I'm getting at, Pook. That right there. What decision did I make to get here?
Right.
You spot on. You spot on. Like it's nothing outside of you. Like your biggest war, your biggest battle is yourself.
You made the decision. Just live with it, accept it. You know what I mean? Don't look at it as a negative. Learn from it. Like, okay, I touched the stove, I got burned. I learned from it. I won't touch it again. Now I know how to move forward. You know what I mean? Every decision was the right decision. There was no such thing as a bad decision.
Yeah, because even shit shows may seem like shit shows early on, but it could have like led you in another direction that actually got you better. Yeah, there's been situations where I looked at like, damn, that was a crazy situation, but if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have been there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of like, it's almost like you have to, when things kind of happen that way, it's almost like you got to kind of take a step back and look like, okay, where does this lead me to? I know it's a little crazy, but it has to be leading me somewhere. I don't know what it is. So it's like, I would say that what I would do a lot of times to keep myself grounded is like, all right, this thing is crazy. Everything is going to shit. So, all right, where is this leading me to? I ain't gonna lie. Take a step back and ride this wave and see what it's leading me to.
It's so hard to really see, bro, really get upset, at least for a long time. Like, he gets over stuff, like, he'll be mad for like a split second, then he'll go away. Like, he'll just take time out, he'll just think on it, and then he'll come back out. Like, he mastered that junk so well to the point where I feel crazy being upset. You know what I mean? Like, he's like a Shaolin monk when he get upset. Like, it can be the worst of the worst. He doesn't even panic anymore.
Nah, it don't help. It don't work. It don't work for me. It don't help. So I always say, all right, it's leading us somewhere, man. So it's like,
that's it.
Remember you said that? Remember, that's the navigation through the game.
Yeah, you gotta see it through. You gotta see it through.
That was one of the best things I heard you say, man. It just look at the world like that. Like,
it's a game.
You gotta realize what your powers are and navigate.
That's it. That's what I always say. You got to learn how to read, man. Like, pay attention to the clues and stop, ignoring the red flags over. Stop trying to sacrifice something for something. You be like, all right, I know this girl crazy. I'm willing to sacrifice my sanity because she got a big butt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stop looking at stuff like that and really be like, she got a big butt, but I'm not willing to sacrifice this, even though I know she's a talker, she's a complainer, she likes to argue. You know that, but you be like, man, I'm willing to sacrifice that for that.
Right.
That's lust. And that's you ain't thinking with your head. You thinking with your other one.
Head, all right.
Your other head.
Too. It goes the other way too. Like,
exactly.
You know that dude ain't worth nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, stop willing to sacrifice because you lonely, because you want to feel like you got somebody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you're gonna get anybody. If you look for just having somebody because you want somebody there, you got to remember you're gonna catch the same thing from the other half. You're gonna catch somebody looking at it the same way. So what do you expect? You're bringing no expectations, and he's not bringing no expectations. You got to come with what you actually want and need from that person. Straight up, no sacrificing. And that goes for friendships too. Like, I'm not feeling this dude. You just want somebody to go drinking with. I can't trust this dude.
I have an interesting question. I was talking about this with some folks yesterday. Like, have you ever thought about this? Like, the point you're at where you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. Where would that be? Where would that be for you?
What you say?
Where would that be? Yeah, what point? Now, would it be a monetary value? Would it be a number? Because again,
what was the question? I couldn't hear the question. It was barking.
I said, at what point would you consider yourself being at a point where you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want?
When you're rich?
Pretty much.
But think about it though. Do you really have to be rich?
No.
Right. So
that's the point. That's the
ideally, what would a number like that be like? Where you can say, you know what, that's all I need. I can do what I want.
You ain't got to worry about bills and all that stuff. You got to have money to do all that.
Well, rich. What I mean, what point would that be though? What I mean is, what have you ever thought about a value like $10K, $20K a month, something like that?
No, but it has to be in reverse. The only way it can do that is by inverse. And what I mean by that is whatever it is that you're trying to keep, you no longer are attached to. So when you're talking about free and then talking about money, that was my divorce for me. But yeah, you're free. But but yeah, you're attached to something that you don't want to let go. So again, you're sacrificing something else. When you're kind of detached and emotionless toward everything, that's when you won. But when you're trying to, if you have to have a monetary value towards it, that means it's a cap where it can run out. It's not like something that's not being bought.
Well, what I mean is because I would say, even like say, because people I was talking to had a great point I was talking to yesterday. It was basically saying that it was roughly 20 grand. And I'm just throwing that out there because that's how we were talking. That's just an example. He put it out there, okay, I got 20 grand coming to me passively every month after everything is paid.
Yeah.
That's not rich. That's not millions in the bank. That's just that. So it's kind of like, and to your point, you're right. And to your point, yeah. To your point, you're right. There's really nothing that you can be attached to as far as materials because you have access regardless. Yeah. So it doesn't even matter. And because we were saying, because I thought about it too. I was like, if I was to be in this position, I would be basic. Why? What do I need to prove? What do I need to prove to anyone as far as my monetary value or wealth or anything that I have? Because I got it. I'm supposed to show people I got it because I got it, or I'm able to just move through this and nobody know nothing about nothing. And I'm able to just move through however I move through. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I think that's where a lot of people kind of fall victim to, is trying to show off, trying to show people what they got or show their wealth and stuff like that. Where you think of the most richest people in the world are basic. They wear Blake shirts.
I thought
they wear they're so basic, and they some of the richest people in the world.
You would never know.
They're the most basic people. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. That's how I look at it. I'm like that. Like I'll be basic.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about like from a regular person's standpoint of feeling rich, because like you said, it's literally rich is only an emotion. So we have to have this monopoly money to make us tap into that emotion, which you already have inside you. But it's something that you have to have a physical force in your hand to unlock that in your mind to give you that excitement.
Well, money's a form of energy.
Yeah.
Did you agree?
That's what I'm saying.
So it's kind of like, it's almost like you have to have an attraction to it. Like basically, don't look at it as money. Look at it as energy. So it's like I need to bring that energy to me in order for me to have the capabilities of, or the powers of Neo or whatever the case is. If we're talking from the Matrix perspective.
So this is what I would do. I use it the same move you taught me growing up. Like when you meet a girl that you like, don't pay her that much attention. Kind of let her know, and then fall back. And it's the same approach. Like even like with like the energy of money. The energy is I want money, but I'm not gonna pay attention and focus on money.
Right.
You're not gonna be my focus.
I like
right.
And that's when it comes the fastest, and it comes so simple, almost the same aspect when you at work. Don't look at the clock.
Yep.
You watch the clock, it's gonna be slow.
Yep.
Ooh, you ain't lying about none of that, bro. You ain't lying about none of that.
Yeah, clock watching. Oh my gosh.
Focus on it, yo. Don't focus on it. It's the same way you work with energy. You pay that girl no attention, she pays you attention.
Right.
Her energy draws to you.
I think that's the most challenging part of this reality is that everybody's focused on money and chasing money. A lot of times the wealthier people, they understand how money works.
Yeah.
So that's not their focus. Their focus is the system that creates that, not the money. It's all right, let me put together this right system that's going to bring it. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on bringing the system creating the system that brings it.
Word up.
Yeah, man.
This is a good one, fellas. Yeah. This is a good one. I ain't lie to. We was just talking. You know, we was
for sure.
Keep him.
Yeah. Hey, any announcements? Anybody got anything to say?
Nah, I'm just ready to go.
Well, I don't have one of my shirts on right now.
No, I was talking about going to North Carolina. I ain't talking about off the clock. I went.
Okay.
I went talking about getting.
You ready to go? You ready to go? Well, yeah, we're gonna have a good time, man.
Follow on all socials, man. YouTube, Spotify, Clapper,
subscribe,
TikTok, Facebook.
Yeah, like, share it. Share y'all thoughts. You know what I mean? If we talking too much shit, let us know. Hey, y'all talking too much shit.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear, much more of Brother Poop yapping? Follow us.
Oh yeah, GamerAddicts.com. Check it out. We got new merch. We got toys. We got gaming. We got accessories. Check us out. GamerAddicts.com. Check it out.
Word.
If you want to hear us read Jennifer questions on here, follow us. Those statements, man. But hey, I'll see y'all next time, man. Jennifer, fifth member of the Temptations.